Today, we are trying out Escape Site 13 is the demo, and I just took a quick glimpse of the Steam page, and it's apparently based on an SCP. I love SCP stories. My current VTuber model, the frog one, is based around an SCP. You know of the Blood Lake? That is what I based Omni's lore on. So I felt like, even though I kind of hate scary games, and this looked kind of scary from a few of the photos in the store page, I want to try it out. So it's WASD, need to interact, check tablet, tab, and then jump. About monologue. Character sometimes talks to himself, trying to make sense of the situation or take in his surrounding. You can't turn monologues on or off. Turn monologues on and reason is the original sin, and he the correct, that we might return unto the life rightly and inevitably deserved, cold and longing and hunger and fear without end. Class A emergency. We are currently experiencing localized breach in space-time integrity. Deployment status. Special Ops Squad active. Okay, so I assume our character is a part of this Special Ops team. Why does it look like he has his eyes gouged out? Sending us to the mausoleum, huh? Really good for the team morale, a name like that. Chillax. It'll be a walk in the park. We have the boss man with us. We were selected exactly because of the boss man. He's made a name for handling these things. To be fair, we're the only squad that's passed the cognitive resistance assessment. I'm sure they'd consider other teams if they had options. Inside the mausoleum there could be anything, and most certainly mimetic threats. I'd choose us too, if I were them. Better safe than sorry. Squad Camper is now completely off the radar. I hope they're doing okay. I have faith in them. Those veterans know how to handle themselves. Yeah, maybe they're just cut off by radio interference or something, I hope. Older, pass me the mission briefing. Better check everything again before we go in. The mausoleum, a gigantic building complex slotted into the face of a cliff, was discovered on redacted 20 redacted in the wilderness between Chengdu and Chongqing's China. Since the area is entirely uninhabited, there were 0 casualties until we started to send in investigation teams. The land immediately surrounding the mausoleum is covered with exotic floral and fauna, which upon closer examination are likely originated from the tundra ecosystems of Alaska. This is truly baffling, as none of these plants or animals should exist in subtropical monsoon climate in the region. That said, we've yet to find any logical explanation for the appearances or existence of the mausoleum. Based on what we've learned so far, the structure itself belongs, or used to belong, to an entity called the SCP Foundation. The Intelligence Office is actively working on the background of this organization. Squad Camper was supposed to chart the vicinity and interior of the mausoleum for potential anomalies and threats. They've been declared MIA. Us, Squad Ridge, are to retrieve field reports, recordings, and any other forms of data gathered by previous teams. Rescue survivors if/when practical, without sabotaging your top priorities. Wow. This is very, very cool. It does look like just a random abandoned building in the face of a cliffside. Oh, we have to zip down from the top. Oh, that was one heck of a bumpy ride. Now I know how a corn kernel in a popcorn machine must feel. Rich group and report status. We didn't have time to bring all the bells and whistles. Still check your gear. Listen, we don't really know what's inside and what to prepare for. Stay alert. If you're having second thoughts, now is the time to say it, and I'll tell you forget about it. If I ever had a second thoughts, I'd have stayed in school. There's no proven preparation for mimetic threats, or cognitive resistance is our only defense, but given everything, we don't know if it'll work. Come on, tell me something I don't know. Whatever comes this way, I'm ready for it. Persist and triumph over peaks. HQ will send reinforcement once they pass the cognitive resistance assessment. You only need to hang on until then. Remember, cognitive resistance doesn't necessarily keep you alive. Stay sharp and follow orders. The last thing I need is unnecessary casualties. Necessary casualties is a whole different story, though. Airdrop supplies in position. Folder. Check the content. Airdrop checked. HQ has authorized the use of GJ12 utility type anomaly. Giant's heart. Send me the instruction manual. What do we need that for? We've used JG012 like plenty of times. Procedure's procedure. Can't be too careful when handling anomalies. Can't afford any oversight right now. Artifact GJ012, known as the Giant's Heart, is an early low-risk anomaly acquired by the collection. This document reassesses its properties and safety classification through a series of non-invasive experiments to investigate the patterns and influencing factors of its nature. Artifact GJ12 resembles a human heart with standard Homo sapien anatomy. It is significantly larger, measuring 35.8 centimeters in length and 30.2 centimeters in width. Over 6 times the average volume of an adult male heart. It is disconnected from any blood vessels. Since its acquisition, GJ12 has exhibited continuous and spontaneous pulsations believed to be of anomalous origin, with a typical rate of 70 beats per minute. This rate appears to be influenced by nearby living organisms. See the research notes for more details. Okay, within 50 meters it will start to pulse more. It has to be living organisms. 2 different kinds of soil made it a clearly defined line. Something gouged a giant hole in this cliff. The inner surface is perfectly smooth, like a chunk of butter cut open by a hot knife. This can't be natural. Way. Dude, it's like someone or something plucked this whole building somewhere and shoved it up the ass of this mountain. That is one way of putting it. Vegetation clearly doesn't belong to this climate. See that flower over there? What's wrong with that flower? This is the Alaska poppy, typically found in Alaska, St. Paul Island, and if I recall correctly, the Pribilof Islands. Frigid zones? What is it doing here then? Good question. Subtropical monsoon climate is generally unfavorable for its growth, yet it is thriving. And nothing over here. Okay. Alright, let's go in. Barricade tapes in fragments hanging loosely by the entrance. There's a breeze from the inside of the gate, as if the structure is breathing. These tapes are marked in multiple languages, not the standard issue type from the collection for sure. Where did these tapes come from? According to our intel, they were already here when Squad Camper came. Upon closer inspection, some of them are older than others. Someone tried more than once to seal this place off. Why did the muzzle appear in the middle of the mountain? Did someone build it this way, or was it moved here by some kind of anomaly? Before going in, I should find out as much about it as possible for the mission briefing. Field investigations. Oh. Like tundra plants typically found in cold climates. They don't grow in subtropical monsoon regions like Chengdu. Judging by the clear-cut division of soil marks in the cliff, the mausoleum must have been moved here. Artifact 003 detected gravity disruption at the precise time that the mausoleum appeared. That, plus the presence of spatial distortion, often occurs during teleportation experiments. Considering everything, the mausoleum must have been airdropped here by teleportation. Team, divide and recon for a path forward. Secure the area, then regroup and proceed. Oh, it is an SCP building. Museum? But looking at the animal sections, SCP. Okay, now I should do my part. Every document bears the same emblem on the cover, SCP. Transfer notice. Harley Edmund reassigned from LTE 0121, researcher to reception, authorized by Dr. Emerson. Judging by the coat of dust, this notice has been here a long time. This place is a mess, debris are everywhere. There's a subtle sound that comes from nowhere and everywhere. And I have a feeling that the structure itself is breathing. A panel full of buttons and knobs, silently screaming, "Amateurs keep off." The floor is covered by scattered paper. Whoever used to run this place must have left in a hurry, and that was a long time ago. I'd be surprised if any of these equipment works at all. Squad camper already figured out this puzzle. So they were just lining up the... That was the solve. I should search nearby, plus the lobby. There might be clues about the combination. Oh, they didn't solve it. Okay. Old-style CRT monitors, now busted. Outdated gadgets all over the place. This is like the world's saddest museum. There's an evacuation notice plastered on the wall. The writing is still legible. I've made a copy of that, sending over now. Oh, I found this recorder too. There's a message in it talking about some kind of blood-sucking threat and the combination of a safe or something. Acknowledged. Stay sharp. 371215. There, behind the hidden door to wait for backup. The building's structural integrity was compromised, and those bullets and grenades we fired at those creatures could have made things worse. Bloodsuckers, they're hostile and aggressive like hell. Keep marking your location and watch your path at the intersections. 371215. This is the evacuation. Things will be locked down. 30 minutes. I should go look around more first. Just in case. I don't want to miss anything. Ooh, now we have access to upstairs. Shattered chandelier, glass shards strewn all over the floor. There's a doorway, but blocked by rubble. The structural integrity of this part is compromised. The whole thing could cave in at any moment. I'd advise against clearing this doorway, sir. The rubble pile is in fact serving as a pillar. Let's stay clear of this part. Sir. Okay. Interesting. This is home. Debris piles up in dark corners. All sorts of objects broken, left behind, forgotten. The door is warped and stuck in its frame. Along the debris, there are guns and body armor. These don't belong to the collection. Maybe I can find some clues. There's a voice recorder. It's banged up pretty badly, but still works. There's one relatively intact entry. Date of operation. Charlie Yukon, badge number CY1. I'm on an exploration mission. Objective reclaim Site 13. Hope this gives you some chance to make it through. God bless you. We found it. LTE 0121. That boy, or it found us. It was hiding in the ceiling crevices, attacked as we moved through the breach zone. Daly was the unlucky bastard. Didn't see it coming. Got snatched like a fucking fly by a huge tongue. We screamed, fired like maniacs. Severed appendages rained down like slugs, but it was too much. Too many damn limbs. 10 destroyed, 20 more replaced them, squeezing daily tighter. Our firepower was a joke. Shoved its limb into every hole in Dale's body. Mouth, eye sockets, ears. Burst them all. Blood foamed up and got sucked dry by those twitching black veins. Like it was breathing through this corpse. In the end, he was left a mummy when a bullet finally punctured his stomach. Only spewed out. We were terrified. We ran, firing everything we had, not giving a damn about conserving ammo. We're still alive, for now. But the route back to the upper levels collapsed. We're trapped. We won't stay here long. We found some information down here, you know. Jones became eerily serene, like those things. We chucked him down the elevator shaft, but never heard him hit the bottom. Maybe we've been infected too. Just a matter of time. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry. We blew up that wall. No one reading a damn word of it. We're heading deeper to see how much good we could do before we kick the bucket. She got in touch with Agent Allen. He said Bleak followed Andrew's advice, bypassing the immersion to initiate Thresher. Our last hope. Maybe yours too. Whatever happens, we're heading to the Thresher server. Good night and good luck. Sun filters down, painting the suspended whale statue in a glorious golden hue. Whale has no eyes. On its back there's a hexagram with a word etched in the middle. Onirius. Interesting. Oh. It's 1970 for your world. This room is poorly lit, lots of trophies and awards covered by ages of dust. There's a metallic emblem round with 3 arrows pointing to the center, surrounded by what looks like a motto. Secure, contain, protect. Onboarding brochure, SCP Foundation? Is that the owner of this building? Apex to Boulder and Craig, all clear. Rally on my position. Check this out. Ever heard of this SCP Foundation? Southern Carnivore Protection Foundation? Nope. According to this brochure, it's a non-profit organization for the protection of endangered species. This building is codenamed Site 13. Their operation base in Nome, Alaska, the United States of America. Quite an organization if all their bases are of this scale. An institution of the Veil. Can you find any public record about it? I tried and nope, nothing in the public domain. Ask our US colleagues. HQ has been making calls, nothing helpful so far. Although, I think I've seen this abbreviation, SCP, somewhere. Maybe in the archive of another institution? The Global Occult Coalition? They're based in the US. Sorry, sir. Really can't say for sure, but if the GOC is involved, HQ would have told us. Okay. Fire documents and testimonies associated personnel suggest that CERN's internals, functions, and management practices may be highly imprudent. Instances of engaging external personnel in close proximity research projects are not uncommon. The allocation of talents, resources, insert is often guided by a principle of necessity, which to a considerable extent is decided by the personal opinions of researchers. Called Scotland Yard. Whoa. Okay, I'm not gonna read everything. My throat will get wrecked. Ah, sorry, sir. Shouldn't have touched that. Can't leave it on the floor, huh? Maybe you won't believe it, boss, but she's got a soft spot for cats. Shut up. Enough about that. Let's proceed. XV. Oh, that's the one I got wrong. Okay. Oh, I thought this thing was gonna open up, but it's the whole wall panel. Boss, what just happened? I found a secret door. Behind the secret door is another dark corridor. How big exactly is this place? This place smells fishy. I have trouble believing this is a non-profit organization. Clearly, it's just for cover. Report to the HQ. Mark this SCP Foundation as a GOI. Squad Ridge, regroup and prepare for descent. Missing squad could be a lot. Oh, that's the art on the chest. Termination of LTE 0121 has failed. The entity is currently in a containment breach state. Multiple breaches have been reported in the Olympia containment zone, with several highly dangerous and hostile entities moving towards the upper levels. Due to the failure of the site's self-destruct system, evacuation protocol is now in effect. The Thresher's server's ARC mode will commence shortly. Whoa. Before diving into action, I should take a moment to think things through. What bothers me most right now is the inside of the mausoleum is a mess. Can't find one living soul that used to work here. Based on what we've seen and found, the exposed portion of the mausoleum must have been disguised as an innocuous office building. What happened shattered the disguise. It's not that hard to tell what the place really is. It's, facility. Yeah. Brochures we found suggest the owner of this structure is called SCP Foundation, an organization for the protection of animals. I wouldn't buy it that easily, though. I saw notices mentioning containment systems, and there's that hidden door. This foundation must have something to do with the Veil. The mausoleum is an operating base of SCP Foundation, codenamed Site-13, looking at the aftermath of an enormous containment failure. We don't have a scout with us, sir. Let us go down first. Squad camper blacked out right after this point. We have no idea what's down there. All the more reason to let me lead. But just leave it to the boss man. He knows what he's doing. He's got a perfect track record, in case you haven't noticed. I'll let you know if it's all clear. Oh, I have to hit S to go down the stairs, even though I'm facing where I would say to press. Oh, the camera's still on. That still has stuff. There's nothing of interest in this room except for a stack of unpaid bills. Overdue debts, withdrawn funding, rejected loans. This SCP Foundation should have declared bankruptcy, if not for the timely funding from the GOC. There's no such thing as a free lunch, especially not from the GOC. Now I'm positive the SCP Foundation has to do with the Veil. HQ will want to see this. So do I go grab teammate? Debris everywhere. This place is poorly lit. It sounds like the sound of some kind of machinery reverberates in the suffocating corridor. No visible threat, though. Giant's heart is agitated, albeit slightly. It'd be safe enough to bring the team down. Apex to Boulder and Craig, all clear. Repeat, all clear. Apex out. Wow, the radio signal is seriously acting. Now I see why Squad Camper dropped off the grid. Before going any further, I should go over the user manual of Giant Heart one last time. There's a peculiar symbol on the wall. It radiates bluish glow, dimly illuminating a section of the corridor. What's up, boss? Watch out. The symbol on the wall could be something. Symbol. All I see is a scribbled sentence. What happened at Site 13? Affirmative. Seeing the same sentence. They can't see the symbol. In that case, it could be a mimetic threat. I should examine it further. Let me know if you see any similar writing. Don't approach. Don't stare. Roger that. Is this the mimetic threat they warned us about? Could be. Falling, a sensation. A dream of falling, a lance by my side. Down, down, down. An abrupt stop at a rusty ochre pierces the flesh. The lance, impaling the body, impaling the silence, impaling the wailing of pain that dies before it is born. Nightmare bleeding into reality, blotting out sanity, painting lies on the canvas of truth for applauding hallucinations that cheer on, and on. I am me severed from me, from ego, from ID, from senses. Sharp cut, tear, detach, lies, or truth, or tries, or luth. One begins where the other ends, but where exactly? Are you okay, boss? Stay back. The hell? Did I just tap into the spirit torrent? This is the mimetic mentioned in the briefing. Now kind of understand why we lost those squads. I was almost overtaken by existential disturbance by just looking at it, and I'm a trained professional with a heavily warded mind. What is this? Definitely not CC004. It's not half as aggressive. This must be the undocumented mimetic thread in the briefing. Keep your guard up. Roger, sir. Are you okay for real? Alive and kicking. Let's move on. Flower pot in the wall. Reality overlapping. Space distortion is getting worse. Possible. It was there a second ago. What do we do now? Keep calm. HQ received the SOS from Squad Camper, meaning this place isn't as completely isolated as you think. Let's keep going and look for a way out on the fly. Space distortion. The space distortion is off the charts. Giant's heart gets increasingly agitated as it moves closer to living beings. Distortion doesn't seem to affect Giant Heart, which is good news. I can use it to determine my distance from the team. A brief history of Site 13. This place must be their document archive. Thresher, server, and space warping. Okay. Triggers compression and warping in the spatial fields. Oh my gosh, okay. The Thresher Cipher is a security device with cross-dimensional capabilities. It can determine the precise spatial dimension of its current reality and locate a safe corresponding space in a different dimension. This allows it to swap segments of space within the range of its link, effectively concealing a whole site in an alternate reality. Proper calibration, this effect can be targeted at specific areas, making it ideal for containing and neutralizing anomalies. Experiment records about some kind of segmented worms. This description. I guess they're talking about those things in the glass jars over there. Blank amount of blood in blank amount of time. Okay, so it's just talking about the leeches. You couldn't control them. Bloodsucker. Is it the same anomaly they talked about before? Must be. Floating in those jars are some dark creatures. So we're gonna get swapped to a different place again? Oh, let's check it out. Follow up. What? You from the collection? Codename's Apex, leader of Squad 22, Ridge. What happened, dude? You're cut in half. Forget about me. I'm fucked. Go look for backpack and axe. They may still... Who? What did this? Black snakes, swarms of them, one giant motherfucker full of tentacles. Got us good. My radio's busted. Please, get backpack and axe before it's too late. Save your breath. Let's get you out of here first. Don't bother. Told you, I'm fucked. Apex, right? Do me a favor, brother. Give me a quick one. Okay. Last prayer. Never believed in Jesus. The Buddha. Went to the temple a couple times with my pa. There's an intake. Campfire of squad camper. Oof. Okay, so a dude with tentacles and these leeches are... This has got to be the worst restroom in the world. Black goo heaps up in the corner. The stench is so overwhelming that I feel like being slapped in the face by an invisible stinky wall. There's a public notice on the wall. Don't throw trash in the toilet. Restroom out of order. Use the one on the ground floor until further notice. That ain't no trash. Ammons, you stupid cunt. Alright. Found a random black goo-filled bathroom. Love that. I keep hitting E too early. This must be their lounge. The AC is still on and running at full blast. Knight's heart is responding. There's someone nearby. There's a notice on the vending machine. Site 13, everything is proceeding as planned with no incidents. The operation of the incinerator remains fully on schedule. Be advised, spreading false information or rumors could lead to severe disciplinary action. And in the margins, the same sentence repeated in different handwritings. Go fuck yourself. Not very convincing. People should just quit. Complaining is a waste of time. Coffee cup is full of dust, kind of like a cup of cappuccino from prehistoric times. Alright, into the shelter. Blood on metal, still dripping. The heavy security gate is locked tight. Is this a fortified unit? Affirmative. Active lockdown. Can you find out what's inside, Craig? Let me try. See it as a standard port. Couldn't make use of that. Comms established. Hello, this is Apex, leader of Squad 22, Ridge, of the collection. Is there anyone inside? Do you copy? Oh, he's also half dead, huh? What's your status, Backpack? Alive. Others, not so much. We're on a rescue mission. You're one of our objectives. Rescue. Rescue yourself. The whole place is fucked up. A maze of corridors with monsters everywhere. You're all dead. D-E-A-D. Dead. This is counterproductive. The gate only opens from the inside. Gotta rekindle his morale somehow. Hey, you know what? We found campfire on the way here. Dead. Is that how you help his morale? Those monsters got him pretty bad. Everything's gone from the waist down. Guts pouring out. Died with his eyes open, probably searching for whatever killed him. Man, I'd hate to go like that myself. Terrible. Just terrible. Fuck. Sir, is that really necessary? But you know what he said at the last moment? Find backpack and axe before it's too late. He wanted you to live. If given the chance, I'm sure he'd choose death all over again to have you out of here alive. I have GJ012 with me. It shows there are more survivors down below waiting for our help. But honestly, I have no idea whether they're survivors or predators. Anyway, if I lie, could calm him down. I'd be happy enough. Let's get going. Can you walk? Minor injury. I can still carry my own weight. Watch out, those black snakes and that big motherfucker could be just around the corner. Campfire mentioned about those. Is there anything we need to know? Can't do that fancy scientist talk. Let's just say those black snakes are the least of your problems. Many of them. But you shoot them, they die and stay dead. The big motherfucker, though, you pump it full of lead and it doesn't even flinch. Runs through walls like they're made of cardboard. It's the mother of those snakes. They keep pouring out of it. Sounds like some excessively dangerous threat. Might be able to learn more from his event log. Acknowledge. Send me a copy of your event log and follow my orders. The recorder's busted. Not sure if I can get a full log out of it. I see. Now you're an ad hoc member of Squad Ridge. Let's see if there's anyone downstairs. Yes, sir. Can I see Campfire for one last time, sir? We're out of time. Let's get moving before the space warps again. X is waiting for us. Let's hurry. Recalibrate Giant's heart with his biometric signature. Boy. Supposedly wreaked havoc on this building. Oh, they threw his body in his pit. Didn't work. Okay. Spatial distortion within the building is making our mission unnecessarily hard. Can you or pull out? It's tough to get anywhere. We have enough clues to put together what happened in this place. So it's... I don't know. I think it's facility principals. There was an emergency, so the researchers who used to work here initiated the last resort called the Thresher server. The Thresher server distorted space, but not in the way that they planned. Anomaly LTE breached its containment. Dead mouse. Dead rat was holding on to something. Is that a camera? Ooh. What in the heck? Picture shows a woman and a child with a face full of eyes. What looks like stains turns out to be scrawled words. Gift. I love you. Oh. This might be the leech boy and then the researcher who mainly took care of it. Inside the drawer are mama rats plus a picture. The picture is a woman, and that has to be a child with a face full of eyes. What looks like stains turn out to be poorly scrawled words. Gift. I love you. There's something on the back in proper handwriting. I love you too. Thanks, Harley. It's weird. That's creepy. I don't even want to think what happened to this Harley guy or gal. Received your letter and appreciate you taking the time to reach out to us. We have carefully considered your request for a transfer. However, at this time we are unable to approve any reassignment. Your current appointment at Site 13 reflects your exceptional professional skills and capabilities, and therefore we cannot accommodate a transfer to another site. Should you find it necessary, and if memory adjustment helps, you may apply for amnesiac treatment through our site pharmacist. Nevertheless, we will not authorize a reassignment from Site 13. Don't conflate anomalies with humans. Oh, they were getting attached and wanted a reassignment. Maybe? Whoa. That jump scared me. Apex to Boulder, Craig, and Backpack. Do you copy? Report your status. Banged up but still alive. Craig out. Situation normal, sir. Boulder out. Still alive. Backpack out. Hold your position and stay put. I'm coming over as soon as I can. Take care, boss. First things first, I've got to recalibrate Giant's heart. Done. Now let's find them. Let's just go for the first doors every time. Just keep going deeper. But can we bring them back to these stairs and... you know, go up? PC is on, showing an email message. What's that sound? Seriously, your description seemed like a stretch. The audio file attached, did you clean it at all? Played it and it's full of noise. You okay, man? Don't listen to the night shift stories. No logic or science can explain this. One thing I've learned after so many years is that there are things we can't possibly comprehend. We can fear them or run away from them, but sooner or later we will have to face them. My time has come. I must face it and open the cage. Oh, wait, did somebody let the SCP anomaly out? Not really surprised, and now it's too late. I'm skipping past all of this, not for any specific reason. Cheering. Okay, it's just the descent of this person through each of these emails. Oh, I can climb stuff. What's this? Cat-shaped keyring, but new. Doesn't belong to this place. Dropped it? Where's the team? Something's approaching. Is that you, boss? We heard some noise and... Hey, how are you doing? Doing just fine. Told you to stay put, didn't... Sorry, we found traces of black snakes. We did some scouting just to secure the premises. Anything else to report? Negative. No findings, no casualties. See. Boulder? Did you drop this? I've seen that. Yeah, it's mine. Those things at home. Don't want to contaminate the site or be identified. Roger. Sorry, sir. Now we have everyone. Time to push on. Somehow the air is getting less cold. Got a bad feeling, boss. Keep it to yourself. Stay alert. Follow my lead. This feels full game than just a demo. This is crazy. You still there? Can you hear me? Max. Apex of Squad Ridge. Can you move? Reinforcement from HQ? I'm dead meat. Take my recorder and go. I wonder how voice actors do that sound. Can't. I'll leave you behind, sir. Backpack, eh? Lucky bastard, aren't you? Get the hell out while you still can. I failed you. I deserve this. Failed nobody, sir. Nobody could have prepared for that. Craig, retrieve event log. Get ready to evacuate. We'll find a way out and call for reinforcement. His condition is not critical, sir. Can't just leave him behind. You people go find reinforcement. I'll stay with him. Evacuate now. It's an order. Fuck your order. I'm not leaving him behind. You said he's downstairs waiting for rescue. Now we found him. What? Do nothing? Order is an order, backpack. Get out. Report to HQ before those things come back. Please, I can carry him. We can't just... I'm sorry, but we can, and we must. Squad Ridge's top priority is to investigate, not rescue. Taking him will reduce our chances of survival and compromise the mission. You're in no condition to carry him at all.
刘队，我块头也不小，把我的装备给成军大哥，我来背他。拜托了。
One injured and one disabled. Too much risk. But again, we must evacuate before whatever creature comes back. Can't just stand here and argue. Okay, carry him and hurry up. In all situations, prioritize the safety of combat personnel. Oh, he's also halved. Oh. This is Leech Boy, right? Hold on, is that a woman's face? Oh. Whoa! Move, move, I'll cover your back. Whoa. That was horrifying looking. My gosh. I really, really liked the story. A little bit too much reading for me, just because I was thinking this would be a short demo, not, you know, an hour, 10-minute demo. But if you liked anything you saw, please go wishlist it on Steam. I probably will, because I think this was a really cool story. I really hope that when it comes out, or even just this demo, that a lot of YouTubers pick it up, because it seems really interesting, and I would love to see somebody fully explore the lore, like Gab Smolders, my favorite for when it comes to seeing somebody play through scary games, because obviously that's not my forte. Thanks y'all for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.